Hello, I'm Pat Coulter, President and CEO of the Urban League in Philadelphia. I'm here to tell you about our board and why the Urban League of Philadelphia has what I think is the best board in the world. Our board has, for the last several years, been extremely engaged with our strategic development and our strategic growth. To give you a sense of how they get engaged, we have had probably the last 2 to 3 years some difficult financial times. Everyone will recall the Great Recession and the economic downturn of the last several years. It was extremely difficult for us to keep our programs and services operating at an optimal level without the income of contributions and donations. And so, as our board has been known for, they rolled up their sleeves and got to work. And they did this through extensive help in fundraising. We have a chair of our fundraising development committee who is extraordinary in her leadership in this community, and many will call her the arm twister of the community, because when she is engaged with and believes passionately about a mission, she will do all that she can to bring others into the fold. So she is able to drive fundraising through a development committee of the board. Everyone is engaged. Everyone has responsibilities for bringing not only their personal contributions, but also contributions of their companies and organizations and others. So fundraising is key. Once we get the money, then that money has to be managed. And so the oversight of our finance committee is critical to our sustainability. We have a partner of one of the accounting firms who is the chair of our finance committee, and he oversees that finance committee with all of the zeal and all of the passion that he oversees the audits that they do within their firm. So when we were in sort of dire straits, one of the things that the finance committee did was gave oversight to our cash flow on a monthly basis, so that we were looking exactly at what cash was coming in, how it was going out, what we could anticipate. And they worked very closely with the development committee, because obviously the money has to come in, but then it also has to be managed effectively and appropriately. So I can say that today we are back on top, because we are back with a solid cash flow. We have revenue coming in. Our programs are strong. We are going into a fundraising period where we look to that we're going to either meet or exceed the goals that we had last year. So we feel like we're in a strong position, and it's all because the board is involved, they are engaged, they take this very seriously.
We are so connected from a strategic perspective that I think this will be the second cycle that I've been through where we've done a strategic plan. In fact, one of those sessions I hosted here at our building, but the board is absolutely connected with the staff and with the overall Urban League in developing our strategic vision, and we stick to that strategic vision. What that does is it makes our fundraising efforts better, because we're very focused and we are not going after everything. We're going only after the things that fit within our strategic vision. And most importantly, the tactics that we develop are linked to building on that overall strategic vision. And I am so connected, and not just me, but my colleagues on the board. We just completed a session with a facilitator going through kind of a refresh of our strategy. So not only do we have a solid strategy that has withstood the test of time, but we also refresh when necessary to ensure that we're completely aligned from a national Urban League perspective, but also from in terms of what our community needs. So that connection is long-lasting, enduring, and it really does benefit the Urban League altogether, because we've got a strategic vision that stands up against anyone's, I think.